Ladies and gentlemen, success is not luck, it's strategy. Many people live their lives believing that the fortunate ones just got lucky, that those who made it had the right circumstances, the right parents, or the right timing. But the truth is, success doesn't fall from the sky. It doesn't knock on your door by accident. It doesn't favor the passive or the complacent. It answers to those who chase it relentlessly with a plan, a purpose, and a passion. It responds to strategy. He said, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Those words reflect a truth deeper than mere chance. Luck might spark a moment, but only strategy can sustain it. Only strategy can build an empire, raise a dream from dust, and turn failure into fuel. If you're sitting there thinking, I'm just not lucky, let me tell you this, you don't need luck. You need clarity. You need consistency. You need courage, commitment, and a calculated plan. Success begins not in the stars but in your mind. You must envision it, then engineer it. Every great person you admire, every entrepreneur, athlete, speaker, or leader didn't stumble upon greatness. They studied it. They reverse-engineered it. They obsessed over their moves, mastered their routines, and analyzed every result. They didn't play the lottery of life hoping for a winning ticket. They created their own system, wrote their own rulebook, and took ownership of every outcome. He said, success doesn't come to you, you go to it. That means no more waiting for things to change. No more praying without planning. No more excuses disguised as hopes. You don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. And working smart is just as important as working hard. Smart work is about designing your path. It's about doing the math, understanding your weaknesses, tracking your growth, and adjusting your sails every time the winds shift. Ladies and gentlemen, strategy is about knowing the game and knowing yourself. If you don't know what you're aiming for, you'll hit nothing. If you don't know who you are, you'll follow every trend and lose your identity. But when you sit down and strategize, when you think deeply about what you want, how to get it, and what price you're willing to pay, then the game begins to shift in your favor. Then you stop waiting for miracles and start creating momentum. You see, winners don't wait for things to happen. Winners happen to things. They don't hope to wake up rich, fit, happy, or fulfilled. They plan. They act. They adapt. They grind. They execute a strategy born from intention and fed with focus. They're not swayed by emotion, they're driven by a mission. They don't chase random goals, they pursue meaningful targets with tactical precision. They're not lucky, they're lethal. He said, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So many people are talented, intelligent, and full of potential, but they're also directionless. They spend their lives working hard with no roadmap. And what's the result? Frustration, confusion, burnout. But when you pair your hard work with strategy, everything changes. Now you're not just moving, you're moving forward. You're not just grinding, you're growing. You're not just trying, you're transforming. Strategy turns small steps into giant leaps. It turns setbacks into setups. It turns pain into a blueprint. When life knocks you down, and it will, your strategy will determine how fast you rise. When you hit a wall, and you will, your strategy will help you find the door. When fear whispers, you can't, your strategy will shout back, watch me. Ladies and gentlemen, understand this. Every decision you make is part of your strategy. The books you read, the habits you build, the people you surround yourself with, the goals you set, the time you wake up, all of it matters. You're either moving with purpose or drifting without it. Strategy is what gives you power over time, control over chaos, and discipline over distraction. Without it, you're just hoping for a good outcome in a game you're not even playing right. Success rewards the ones who prepare. He said, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. You prepare by educating yourself. You prepare by developing resilience. You prepare by staying committed when others quit, by staying humble when others brag, and by staying focused when others get lost in noise. The world will throw 1,000 reasons at you to give up, but your strategy will give you one reason to keep going, a reason rooted in purpose, not popularity. You must take initiative. Strategy begins the moment you take responsibility for your future. Stop blaming your past. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop wishing for someone else's life. Your life is your responsibility. And that is your power. You are the architect. You are the engineer. You are the executor. You are not waiting for opportunity, you are building one. Not hoping for success, you are designing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to ask yourself, what's my strategy? What's your plan for growth? What's your method for learning? What's your routine for excellence? If you can't answer that, then don't expect excellence to show up. Don't expect consistent results from random actions. Don't expect confidence without preparation or reward without sacrifice. If you want to win in life, you must play to win, not play to survive, not play to impress, but play to dominate. And domination requires discipline. It requires you to say no to distractions. It requires you to invest in yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Strategy means sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term power. It means doing what others won't today so you can live how others can't tomorrow. He said, success is not an accident. It is the result of intelligent effort. And intelligence doesn't mean knowing everything. It means being willing to learn, being open to feedback, being quick to adapt, and relentless in your execution. Intelligence is not about being the smartest, it's about being the most strategic. It's about seeing patterns, predicting outcomes, and taking bold, calculated actions when others are frozen by fear. Ladies and gentlemen, do not confuse motion with progress. A hamster runs all day and goes nowhere. Strategy means making sure every move you make brings you closer to your goals. It means reviewing your progress, measuring your success, and adjusting your tactics. It means seeing every day as a new opportunity to optimize, improve, and overcome. You don't just work, you evolve. You don't just try, you train. You don't just show up, you show out. And remember, strategy is not a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. It's a mindset. It's a daily discipline of checking your compass, sharpening your tools, and upgrading your beliefs. The world changes. Markets shift. People change. And so must your strategy. You must be flexible yet firm. You must be open yet focused. You must be patient yet urgent. This is the balance of champions. This is the rhythm of results. He said, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Wishes are for dreamers. Strategies are for doers. It's not enough to want success, you must want the responsibility that comes with it. You must want the challenge, the pressure, the grind, and the growth. You must want to be tested so you can become trusted. Success doesn't go to the lucky, it goes to the relentless. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to change your life, change your strategy. Don't try harder, try smarter. Don't repeat failure, rethink your formula. Don't chase shortcuts, master the fundamentals. Strategy is what turns chaos into clarity, obstacles into opportunities, and goals into reality. Strategy is what separates those who talk from those who triumph. So today, make a decision. Draw your blueprint. Define your mission. Build your team. Train your mind. Plan your steps. Measure your progress. Refine your approach. And never stop evolving. The world is not waiting for the lucky, it's watching for the strategic. The clock is ticking. Your future is calling. And you, my friend, have a strategy to unleash and a legacy to build. He said, your strategy is your destiny. So write it wisely, live it boldly, and execute it relentlessly. Success is not luck, it's strategy. Now go and prove it.